You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we need to talk about LeBron James and Bronny James here in this video. As you guys know, ESPN has removed Bronny James from the 2024 NBA draft board, their board right there. They have him going in the second round, I believe, number 39 overall in the second round of the 2025 NBA draft. Now, none of that is actually set in stone. Bronny James may actually declare for the NBA draft this season, or he may actually stay at USC for another year. Now, LeBron James has said, I want to play with my son in my final season. Actually, he didn't say he wanted to. He said his final season will be with his son. That's what he said. LeBron James said that on camera. We also got it in writing, guys. He said that. He is really trying to dictate the future of not only himself, but his son as well. LeBron, by saying that, was saying that if you guys are going to get Bronny, you're taking me as well. That's what he's saying. I don't believe that's fair to the kid whatsoever. I believe that Bronny should be able to go out there and determine his own path and not live in the shadow of LeBron. Now, naturally, he was going to live in the shadow anyway, but I believe that LeBron James put undue pressure on this kid. And as of right now, Bronny James, I'm glad he's alive because he suffered cardiac arrest. This guy's not an NBA player right now. His stat line is pretty pathetic over there at USC. USC is not a good team. They're not winning games. And Bronny James has had no impact whatsoever. LeBron James, by coming out and dictating the future of Bronny James, did that kid a disservice, if you ask me. LeBron James, not the smartest person in the world, but I will respect this. He does love his son. I get that. Who wouldn't want to play with their son? But why would you actually put undue pressure on your son? Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay? Well, apparently now, Rich Paul, who represents LeBron James, who's probably going to represent Bronny, has come out and said something that will probably get LeBron James destroyed for his past comments. Let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just starts at $5 per month. We appreciate the support. So here we go. Check this out. Bronny James's 2024 NBA draft decision depended on team interests, Rich Paul says. So let's read this here, and then we'll tie back to those previous LeBron James comments. It says USC freshman Bronny James's decision to enter the 2024 NBA draft appears to be based on the teams interested in him rather than the pick that he'll be selected with, because there's been a lot of mentions about Bronny James going number 39 in the 2025 NBA draft, not this one. So Rich Paul is talking about that doesn't matter. It's all about the teams that are interested in him. Rich Paul, the agent and longtime friend of LeBron James, weighed in on the choice that the younger James will make. Quote, I don't value a young player getting into the lottery as much as I do getting him on the right team in the right developmental situation, Paul said on Saturday, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. The ideal situation for Bronny could be on a team that his father isn't playing for, despite the elder James' interest in sharing the court with his son in the NBA. Yeah, this is LeBron James here. I want you guys to remember this. This is February of 2022, and also he mentioned it not too long ago as well. This is his exact words right here. He says, quote, my last year will be played with my son. Wherever Bronny is at, that's where I'll be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point. That is what he said. Now, all of a sudden now, the ideal situation is for Bronny not to play with his father. But the damage is already done, man. The damage is already done. LeBron James has already put that pressure on his son. But now Rich Paul is saying this, quote, LeBron wants Bronny to be his own man, Paul said, although he noted that LeBron would be head over heels excited if that were to happen organically. Now, guys, if Bronny James and LeBron James actually end up on the same team, no one is going to believe that that was actually organic. No one. No one is going to buy into that. I mean, even right here, Bleacher Report is talking about the struggles of Bronny James. I mean, says here the 19-year-old has struggled to maintain his efficiency as he's moved back and forth between the starting lineup and the bench, averaging 5.3 points, 2.8 rebounds, and just under 20 minutes per game, while shooting 37.4% from the field and 27.5% from three. That's not good, man. That is not good. James didn't fare much better against Washington State on Saturday, attempting just one shot in 14 minutes off the bench while grabbing 3 rebounds and dishing out 2 assists. It's worth noting that he didn't make his college debut until December 10th, and we know about that. We know about that. But Stephen A. Smith weighed in on all of this stuff with Bronny and LeBron. And he's saying this is all LeBron James' fault. Let's listen in to Stephen A. here on First Take.
When we get to Bronny James, that kid has done nothing. The kid has done nothing but work hard, try to get on this game and all of this other stuff. Any attention that he's warranted has been because of his daddy. I want to play with my son. I want to stay here until my son gets to the NBA. We've seen interviews with Savannah and LeBron, and they were asked about Bronny. What did she say? I just want my son to be healthy and happy.
Right.
LeBron, I want to be in the NBA. All right? That's what he wants. There's not a crime in that. No crime in that whatsoever. You can want that. But when you're LeBron James and you've put the word out that you want to be with him, and you put the word out that you want to play with him, and you put the word out that you'll be willing to go to any NBA team that picks him up, knowing the power of LeBron James, how influential he can be, now you got to wonder what team would draft Bronny James just so they could get LeBron James.
That's my whole point right there. A team that's actually getting LeBron and Bronny James, who is the real catch? It ain't Bronny. I mean, the kid really can't play. They would use Bronny James just to get LeBron James. That is so unfair to that kid. That's very unfair to that kid.
Age 40 or 41, right? And if that's the case, and the sheer fact that that question would be asked brings in the question, the legitimacy of Bronny, because now you've got people looking at LeBron James and wondering what kind of influence he will wield to manipulate his son landing in the NBA. That's LeBron. That's not Bronny. That's not USC. That's not the high school he was playing against. That's not some of his contemporaries, Bronny's contemporaries. That is LeBron James. LeBron did that. And so when you have a mock draft that's put out, what, they ain't supposed to do their job now? They do mock drafts every year. They've been doing it before Bronny James came along, and they're going to do it when he's going. Every single year.
He was a part of one.
That's right, and he was a part of one. And now you're going to tweet, even though you delete, and please, I don't even know why people delete it. Once it's there, it's there.
Yeah.
But you're going to tweet about folks needing to leave your son alone and letting them. You did that. LeBron is entirely and completely culpable for any kind of critique coming in Bronny's direction at this juncture. And it's not wrong. I'm not saying it's a crime. I'm just saying own it. It's you. It's not the media. That's LeBron.
I think so.
Yeah, because LeBron's tweet was like, let the kid be a kid. You are the one that was not letting him be a kid. You put this pressure on him. You said that your final season was going to be with LeBron James, with Bronny James. even though his name is actually LeBron James Jr. Bronny James. That's what they called him, though. But what do you guys make of this, man? I foresee LeBron James is going to get destroyed now. Now that these new comments have actually come out from Rich Paul, LeBron James knows that he's caught a lot of heat. He's going to catch a lot more heat. And if Bronny James gets drafted, which I don't think he's draftable, and that team actually gets LeBron too, that is a huge disservice to that kid, man. They're not drafting Bronny James. In reality, they're really getting LeBron James if that happens. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.